10,000 tick trap.
Pandas, pandas, pandas. I got bras in Atlanta. Just don't believe in the Fanta. Pandas, welcome to the stream. I'm Bye Money. And we are live trading the E-minis every single day, 9:15. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Hope you guys are ready this week. We're going to make a promise to ourselves, pandas. We're going to do better this week than we did last week. We're not going to make the same mistakes that we made last week. This week is a new week, and that means we're refocused and ready to make that bamboo. Pandas, stick to the plan today. That's the goal. That's the objective. Let's just be obsessed with good setups. Let that be our obsession. Let's be obsessed with good setups, and good things will come. That's all we're trying to look for. Really nice setups and good context. Good context means if you're at trading range, bottom of trading range. If you're trading day, whenever you can go with trend. Good morning, everybody. Mo7, good morning. Kyle L, good morning. Blacklight, good morning. Hugh, good morning. Happy Camper, good morning. Welcome, everybody. Ooh, sorry. Let me change some of the information here. I'm giving some fake news. Oh, sorry about that. Fake news. Don't forget, pandas, that oftentimes, just don't forget that you could potentially find a better deal getting 50% off the eval rather than the 71% off. Right now, the 71% off discount, but also a 50% off resets. So calculate which is better for whatever account size you're using. So please do your due diligence, but it may be cheaper just doing 50% off on resets. Quick look at the daily chart. This is a meteoric move. It is insane and almost expected. You have this second entry long coming off the 20 EMA on a higher low setup. Strong bull bar, good entry bar with just beautiful follow through. This is a daily chart, by the way. This blue line, you can get rid of this one. This blue line here is essentially the major pivot high way over here. It's not the all-time high. All-time high is very close. All-time high is over here. And we most likely will test it. We're about 50 points away from it, more or less. Yeah. I can totally see us trying to test it. It could be right now. It could just be a straight shot to it. We can, go consolidate a little bit. But, I mean, this is what you expect, right? After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bull bars in a row, this is a weekly chart, by the way. You're thinking, right, any pullback will be small and it'll be bought up. So, basically, limit order bulls right here waiting. And they just bought it and continuing this uptrend. And this move is so strong that I'd be surprised if we don't test the all-time high. And any pullback will be small until proven otherwise. Most likely turn to trading range and then reverse if it were to. But right now it's just bullish behavior. That's what you're thinking all the way up. Daily chart, bull bars. It could be another bull day today. It could really be. Let's see. There's no news today. The big news is going to be next week. Yeah, we do have news this week though. But the thing is, the big news will definitely be next week. But we do have news this week. Wednesday at 9:45, we'll be streaming Flash Manufacturing PMI. Flash Services PMI will happen. Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Advanced GDP quarter over quarter. Unemployment claims, that could be big. And the 8:30 a.m. on Friday also could be large. Core PCE price index month over month. I mean, definitely the big one, those the week after, where you have the Fed funds rate, you have FOMC statement next Wednesday. It's just going to be huge, I think. And the press conference at 2:30. Next Wednesday is the big kahuna. Just be aware. Just be aware, pandas. Yeah, no, stay on top of the news. According to daily chart, I think we can have a bold trend day today. The 5-minute chart, just bonkers. It's just wild. It's just absolute wild. By the way, what other trader do you know keeps all of their trade markers on just so you can see them? So you're welcome. I had to get a piece of this on this uptrend. I was waiting for a long time. I just said, forget it. I'm just buying. I just started buying. It's just crazy though. Nice second entry long on the 5-minute chart right here, which eventually causes us to explode. Just explode to the upside. One thing that does concern me is that we have a gap here, and this is a gap on the 2000 tick chart. So for me, that means that it is a gap in the Globex. If there's a gap in the Globex, that's usually a pretty big deal. These gaps don't last very long on the Globex, especially. They can last a while for the 5-minute chart because my 5-minute chart doesn't track the Globex session, but. So just for instance, right here, there's a gap. There's many gaps in the 5-minute that have not been filled yet. This one just gets filled, just to bounce off of it. Probably have to go further back to find more gaps that haven't been filled. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have it back far enough, but there are more gaps beneath that haven't been filled on the 5-minute. But when the Globex session has a gap, that's definitely a bigger concern. Not concerned, but something you have to look for, because we could reverse here. It could be a good setup to come back down. I personally think this final move right now is a final flag for this uptrend for now. Doesn't mean it will turn to a full-blown reversal, but I think this move is a final flag in my opinion, especially with the price action looking like this. Super choppy. Just has trading range price action written all over it currently. Market's about to open in 5 minutes. 10,000 tick chart has not touched the 20 EMA in a very long time. If you notice, we haven't touched it since Friday at 12:15 was the last time we touched it. And it is about time that we retest it sometime soon, in my opinion. By the way, top left of your screen, you're currently watching the most profitable trader on YouTube, verified. Up 925 on every account. And we are being aggressive here, pandas. We're going to make payouts. We're going to make payouts, pandas. That's what we're going to do. We will make payouts, pandas. It's a matter of when, not if. We will get to payouts soon. Hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you scalp that like button. Good morning, guys. Somewhere in the Rockies. Welcome. Ruben, good morning. Mo said, I'm starting to take Al Brooks and Pats a little more seriously. Now I'm going to trade their style for a while, see how things work out. Ruben says, NQ is my new addiction. It's called the Nas crack. Called the Nas crack here. I got a taste of it. I did. I can see why it's so popular and why people go crazy over it. I definitely feel like this this price action is screaming, oozing trading range for how much chop there has been. And I feel like we're going to maybe have a trading range for a little bit here. I could be wrong. Speedy Boy, welcome. Speedy Boy's been watching for a while. Alex Meister, good morning. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let's be aggressive, pandas. We're being aggressive. Market's about to open 30 seconds, man. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Like I said, this week we're going to do better than we did last week, pandas. Don't worry about last week. This week is a brand new week. And we are ready to get that bamboo. Rumor Albert. Oh, man. Who's the person who said that Albrooks looked like a hatchling? Market just open, pandas. Just sitting on our pause here. Wait for a couple candles to form. I'm thinking trading range, so I'm thinking bouncing up and down here for a little bit. Lower high here. Okay. Market's a little bit just waiting. Oh man. What's the market doing? Market open. Just going back and forth right now. The 5-minute chart is just a big gap currently. It feels like a final flag on the 5-minute. Right, the 5-minute chart looks like a final flag here, big uptrend, and then you have a big consolidation with one last big move up. You can really see it as a gap, but really it's just you can also see it as a big move up. And it could be a final flag, like exhaustive move up here. That's how I'm reading it. It feels like exhaustion from the previous day. When it's late in trend and you have a big push up like that. I could be wrong though. I'm long for 88575. Don't know where to take profits according to Brooks. Usually 5 point is your minimum for a scalp. 5 points. If you can find a good risk, you do 1-to-1 to your risk. That's a scalp. Okay, we've got a little push up here, top of the trading range. Do I have the cojones? It's just to start shorting up here. Do I have the cojones to do that? Oh, strong bull moves here. I don't know. Panis. For me, I gotta at least find a lower high situation. At least a lower high situation. The only problem is that when it's in trading ranges, when it does reverse off the top, it reverses so hard that you really can't find an entry to get in. That's the thing about trading ranges. Like, oh, I'm waiting for a lower high or something, some sort of, more evidence to see that this is going to reverse, and instead, it just gives you no entries to really enter. Sorry about that, pandas. Is it crazy for me to think that we're gonna reverse here? Is it crazy for me to think that this is an exhaustive move? Right, the 5-minute strong bull bar ending on its high, late in trend, final flag here, right? We have a consolidation to one more very strong push up, 10,000 tick chart, getting a wedge here. I mean, am I dumb to think that this could be a final flag? We could reverse here, at least for a little bit, maybe to fill some gaps below. Am I crazy to think that? Or should I just go long for any reason? That is the question. Bouncing off right off the 20 MA here. Oh boy, what do I do? Just watch, I guess. It's the first entry long. Jeez. Okay. I guess my setup is a failed second entry long, pandas. That's, I guess that's my setup. Lower high setting up here. Huh. Okay. Okay. It's a second entry long, pandas. It's like, you gotta pick your poison here. Either you go long here. Oh! Okay. Interesting. Just shoots up outside bar reversal. No thank you, but still very interesting. Triggers with outside bar reversal. Potential near top of resistance. Or top of this like structure. Let's say. Not really resistance, top of a structure. There's some eager bulls right there to go long. Maybe should I just go long, pandas? Is this gonna do like the thing that no one expects, which is like just to go up forever? The market always does the unexpected. I don't know. I'm just sitting my pause. I don't know what to do. That's a 3/4 point candle right there. Okay. Just insanely confusing right now. Black guy says he's on micros. It makes sense. I might jump to micros too. Especially how confusing this is. I have a bias right now to go short, and I really don't know if it's gonna play out. We're clearly above the 20 MA, and like, it looks bullish currently. What can I say? Okay. You know, push down here. No follow through on that bull bar. But what's my setup, Pandas? What am I looking for? I mean, we're clearly above the 20 EMA still. I like a push beneath the 20 EMA before going short. That's kind of what I typically wait for. Nice push down here. Okay.
10,000 tick trap.
Yeah, that was a little funky, right? That little move up here was a little funky. Finally going underneath the 20 EMA here. Reversal on the 5-minute chart. Now, can we get an entry is a question. Can we get some sort of entry here? Second entry long forming on the 10K chart. What to do? Don't know, Pandas. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. It looks like the reversal's happening, but I don't have a setup for it. I mean, it's a doji bar leading to a bear bar. Okay, maybe fail second entry long. That'd be nice. I'll take the fail second entry long here. I think that'd be really nice if I can get it. I'll trade it aggressive too if we can get it in a good spot. Market rarely gives you nice setups here though. Let's see. Pandas can dream. Pandas can dream. Fail second entry long situation. Fail second entry long is my setup here. Ooh, Pandas. Outside bar reversal. Didn't take out the outside bar. Okay, fail second entry long setting up. Actually looks really nice as a fail second entry long. Being aggressive here. Been looking for this setup for a little bit. Being somewhat aggressive here. Doesn't quite trigger. In fact, bounces. Creating a micro double top. I actually don't like when it does this before traps. Right? Because it starts to show you that this has a capability of turning to a trading range. I kind of don't like that. Kind of don't like that at all.
10,000 tick trap.
All right, now you got 1, 2, 3 overlapping bars in a row. 4 overlapping bars in a row. I'll take this on a micro. Okay. I'll take these on micros. Rocketing it up now. Canceling on the setup. Whew. I thought we were going to get a nice reversal there, Pandas. I mean, it was setting itself up for a really nice reversal. Instead, we're coming back up trading range. That's why I don't like it when, before the trap triggers, you get another retracement. I really don't like that. Because then you start, that means it's about 3, it'll be like about 3 or even here, 4 overlapping bars. And then with this one, it makes it a 5th overlapping bar. It just shows that it has the capability of turning to a trading range. So that's why I really don't like it when it retraces, you know, again before it triggers the trap. I really don't like that. And thankfully, I didn't get triggered here. My entry didn't get triggered. Instead, it's kind of doing the opposite I thought it was going to do. We got a nice second entry long on the 10,000 tick chart. It's a second entry long, on top of a wedge. You know, overextended on a late in trend. Who cares? Bulls don't care. So let's go long. We don't care. Bulls do not care. Bear lives matter. Pandas, what do we do here? Am I looking for a long setup? It's confusing. I guess now it's a long. Or trading range, unsure. Multiple dojis in a row. Strong bull bar ending on its high on the 10,000 tick chart. I guess signs are pointing that this is going long. It's just crazy. I'm confused, pandas. I am very confused right now. And I just have no idea. I have no idea. Give me a second, pandas.
$10,000 tick trap.
I'm back. I'm like paralyzed right now. I'm absolutely paralyzed. I don't know what to do, pandas. I really don't know what to do here. I guess a fail second entry short. I'll consider it here. It's just weird. I don't know. It looks like a trading range undershoot leading to an overshoot. That's what it looks like it's trying to do here.
$10,000 tick trap.
I really hate this setup. I really don't like it. Let's just get our feet wet. Let's just get our feet wet, pandas. Let's just get our feet wet. Minimum exposure here. Just get our feet wet here. I'm so confused. Candles are super teeny now. I don't even know. It's more like a trading range to me, to be honest. But I guess let's get our feet wet. You know, just dipping our toes into the market, see what happens. Dipping our toes in. Literally trading one micro contract. But green is green, pandas. Just dipping my toes in. Seeing if the water is, you know, good enough to swim in.
Target filled.
Sure, why not? Let's go, baby. Hey, green is green, pandas. Green is green. You know, you just dip your toes in, just to feel it out. That could have been a hundo. That could have been a hundo, but pandas, that could also reverse. I just have no idea. If you're paralyzed, it probably just means you're trying to trade too big and you just cannot get in. So to remedy that, I just ended up trading with a simple, with a micro, and that got rid of that analysis paralysis. At least you're on a PA or eval while I'm here on sim getting ready for second eval next week. Man, that is the right way to do it though, Ruben. You are doing it correctly. Nice and slow, proving yourself before you put skin in the game. Yeah, but we're trading currently all PA accounts. That's why you're watching the most profitable trader on YouTube verified. We're trading all P accounts. We're currently up $935 on each account. So we need a quick little scalp here. Sure, why not? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take anything here. I mean, the 5 minute is just showing bull bar after bull bar, a little consolidation, strong bull bar, any near its high. It just feels like it's very bullish still. It's just unbelievable to think that we will really just be that much. We're so late in trend with final flag showing here with a wedge. It's just absolutely incredible for me to think that we'll just keep rocketing up without a pullback. I don't mind it being a strong bull trend day today. I just find it hard to believe it happens without a pullback, like a nice pullback to get some more traders to jump in. I mean, I don't mind it being a bull trend. Just I'm surprised it will do it without a pullback. Ignacio. Anyone else having problems with Apex? I'm okay. Best verse from Hamilton. When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game, but you don't get a win unless you play in the game. I forget who said that and when was it said? Is that just Hamilton? The obvious trend line, I think, probably something like this. Okay. We finally get exhausted here. Hamilton said it? Okay. Bandus. Bandus. Bandus, 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 Bandus. What do we do here? What are we doing here? Currently up 10 whole dollars. You know what's kind of funny? I think I would make more money if I got a one tick scalp on the Emini. Isn't it like 12 bucks? I would have made more money. Actually, is it true? I think so. How much do you get on one tick? You get 12.50, but no, it's less. It's less. I think the round cost of the commissions would be like $4 or something like that. So it'd be less. Wowzers. Okay. I mean, it's such a strong move down, and then just right back up, such a strong move up. This looks like a trading range, but it's a slanted trading range. It's a channel, essentially. I have no entries, regardless if it is. On the 5-minute chart, you could just be always in long, but it's sus. It's really sus. Okay, making new highs though, so it is an uptrend for sure. It keeps making new highs, right? Higher highs, higher lows. That's a definition of uptrend. But when you look at it with the price action, it tells a different story, in my opinion. We'll see. Each push up is getting weaker and weaker, I think. Pushing up again. Okay, get shot back down. We got some sort of like ledge forming here. Okay, just shoots down with no entries.
10,000 tick trap.
I can't even enter. I can't even enter that. What do you expect me to do right there? There's not much I can do there. There's really not much I can do there. What do you expect me to do? I have no entries whatsoever. If news was at 10, it was a little late for the news. I'm thinking L4 setup on the 5-minute chart. Right, 5-minute chart has 4 pushes up. L4 setup. Let's look for a nice little fail second entry long here. Look for a nice reversal if we can get it. Looking for a reversal. Let's see if we get it, Panis. I'm concentrating. I'm focused, Pandas. I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm ultra focused.
10,000 tick trap.
Interesting. Get in there. Get in there. Whoa. Scalping out my main position. What in the world was that, Pandas? I'm in a runner now. Goodness gracious, Pandas. That moved so fast, I couldn't even. I was trying to calculate like where to put stuff, and I just got out when I saw the big spike down. And I'm in a runner now. 5 contracts. This is the micros, Pandas. This is the micros. Don't forget. This is the micros. It's basically half a contract on the mini right now. Let's get back down. Let's get back down to an area that makes sense. We're finally touching the 20 EMA, Pandas. Finally on the 10,000 tick. I guess I'll hold this, Pandas. I'll hold this. I'll hold this probably back to at least a 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Right? 5-minute chart, 20 EMA makes sense to me. At least the first target. And this is why I like to trade the micros, so I can get some runners here. Oh, no joy on runner, huh? No joy on runner. Unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It looked good. Ah, no joy on runner. But we made some good bamboo, Pandas. We made some good bamboo. I think we made some good bamboo. Trading range indicator. Jeez, it just smashed downwards. That was crazy. This market was weird. I don't know if you saw what I saw, but when this triggered, it moved so fast, like like the rhythmic couldn't even keep up with it. That's how fast it was moving. It's odd. It's a little odd, Pandas. I'm not gonna lie. It's having some erratic movements. What can I say? But I made the bamboo, so I'm happy. I don't know how much bamboo I made. What I make it? At least 2 points, right? Yeah, I made 2 points. A little more than 2 points. Made 2.5 points there. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with 2.5 points, Pandas. We're up 179 currently. We called that. We were waiting for a long time for that setup, pandas. We were waiting a long time for that setup. I'll tell you that much. At least I was. I barely got in too. I barely got in that trade. Currently double top. Pushing down. Top of the trading range back to the bottom of the trading range. Or is this just a double bottom ready to continue? Like, is this the pullback that we needed so we can get more traders to participate? It's the second entry short actually forming here. Very strange. I don't know, pandas. When you don't know, you just don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Sitting on my pause here. It's a bit confusing for me, to be honest. Could go short here, thinking coming back to the bottom of trading range, but it could just be a double bottom. It could just be a double bottom as well, so it's just hard to say. That's why these are always confusing. That's why trading ranges are always confusing for me. It looks like it does want to come back down to the bottom of the trading range. I could take my chances here. I would have to get good reward though. It'd be a second entry short off the top of the trading range. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. Wayne Bignell says, just won another 50K PA. Let's go. I don't know if you really want to call it winning. I guess you can call it winning. You really just passed an eval. You earned it, you know. It feels like when you say I won, it feels like it's like gambling. You know, oh, I won, like by luck. Even though I know that's not what you mean. This is gambling, isn't it? Wait, this is not gambling? Hey guys, I thought this was gambling, no? I thought we were trying to gamble here. Alright, we're getting a nice little push down here. Maybe back to the bottom trading range. Makes sense to me. I'm up 2K gambling, let's go. The world's biggest casino. The only nice thing is about this casino is that you can be an advantage player. Not a cheater, but an advantage player. That's the whole idea of, I guess, the market. You're trying to be advantage as much as possible. You gotta try to find your edge. I was watching I stumbled across a couple like cheating Vegas videos, like on YouTube. There was one scam that I thought was like just so genius for its time. It's so genius because it's so simple. It's so simple. It started with these guys who were trying to make counterfeit chips. So when you go to a casino, it's like, it's really hard to make counterfeit money, but if you can make counterfeit chips, it might be easier, right? Because it's like, you have more material to work with. The materials are kind of known, I guess. It's like clay and, maybe some other stuff to make them heavy. But, so these guys spent like weeks trying to make clay chips. And what they ended up doing was, they actually found that it was way too hard to make the clay chip. So what they had this genius idea of going to a casino and just cashing out a bunch of $1 chips and then taking off all the markings off the $1 chip and just turn it into a $100 chip. So you have the material all right there. You don't have to make new chips. They just have to make it look like a $100 one. And I thought it was just so genius. And I was like, it's so simple. Of course, just do that. So I was just, they end up cashing out like millions of dollars, and they eventually got caught. And nowadays, casinos have RFIDs on their chips, so they can't. Just because of that scam. Ralph Grun's playing with house money. Let's go. I love seeing the pandas in the chat. See, it's like, where we're going to bounce on the top of the trading range, come back to the bottom? Or is this a double bottom, really ready to just launch off here? It's hard to say for me, to be honest, pandas. It's still hard for me to say. You know what's hard for me? I think what's hard for me is trading ranges are difficult because usually when you're in a trend, you have like a lot of evidence you're in a trend. In a trading range, it's kind of like, I feel like there's not much evidence to know if you're going to stay in the trading range. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, pushes up. Right. It's tough. Ralph Gruzz's price action is a lot like card counting. How so? That's interesting. I never heard of that. I honestly feel like trading is a lot like a game of craps. At least in terms of money management. Like, how long do you stay in? How long do you stay in your trade? How long do you keep your chips on the table? Keep your bets running. How long do you keep your bets running? Just to lose it all? Okay. I mean, look at the 5-minute chart panels. The 5 minutes just in a trading range, straight up. And I think we're at the top of it. 10,000 tick chart. I mean, you can say trading range, but really it's an uptrend. But you got price action that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars in a row. You get some overlapping bars here. No follow through on the strong bear bars. All right, starting to convert to a trading range, it looks like. But the problem is, like, what setup am I looking for? Right? Even if I know that, what am I looking for to enter? A lower high, maybe? Will it even give me a lower high? Who knows? This is another thing I don't like about trading ranges. When it does reverse and you look for a lower high, it usually doesn't give it to you. It just goes down in one shot. Just boom, straight to the bottom. Like for instance here, top, you go straight to the bottom. No entry. We got lucky here with this trap. It's just very rare to get us up like this actually. Right, a reversal setup, double top with an actual like fail second entry long. Top of a trading range, this is so rare, but it works out beautifully. As you can tell, once it triggered, a lot of traders jumped in on that trade. A lot of traders did, in my opinion. Potential L4 setup by spike channel. Spike and channeling up in a very choppy manner. If it's trading range enough, you can already say it's a trend. Break a trend to new high. You can say that as well. It really depends on how conservative you want to be. More conservative is spike channel, waiting for the break of the channel for a new high. That's the most conservative way to look at this in my opinion. I might have considered taking that trade, but feels like entry long is a better setup, and most likely won't even get it. Most likely won't even get it. The problem is that we actually don't trigger right the first entry here, so we don't get a lower high setup. This is not a lower high setup, pandas. Right? You get a micro double top. It's a micro double top setup, but not a lower high. Right? To get a lower high setup, you actually need to break a previous candle's high in order to create another pivot here. But no pivot was created because we didn't break a previous candle's high. Even by one tick, that's all you needed. But instead, this is why I don't like. This is why trading ranges are hard because, you know, even though you may know the premise, even though you may know the range, it's very hard to find a setup to get into the range, or to get into your trade. So I mean, you got a nice scalp already here, but unfortunately, it's just nothing for me to trade. I have no setup. We do got a lower high setup here now, but it's so ugly, I can't take it. It's a lower high setup, so ugly. It's like in the middle of the trading range, and I just can't take it. It's just, well, what am I gonna do? I can't take it. Comes after a huge like tail and it's outside bar reversal, and I just can't take it. Middle of the range. Moving on, right? Thank you next, essentially. It's definitely turning to trading range in my opinion though. This is getting really sus here. I could walk away from this day and be happy. I'm up 179. I mean, that's right. If I want to get to payouts, pandas, I want to get the payouts, and the last day to request payout is on February 5th. So that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish days to do so. And I'm about 1,500 away from payouts. So I need to make $136 on average moving forward a day just to make payouts. Okay, second entry long. Oh, maybe it fails second entry long here, pandas. It'll trigger a second entry, a nice, actually, a decent looking second entry long on a 10,000 tick chart. Possibly here. But you're thinking wedge of some sort. Wedge here. Basically a double wedge. Wedge here, wedge here. 5 minute just looks absolutely like just a trading range here at the moment, right? Just overlapping bars, probably come back down to the 20 EMA, maybe come back into the trading range. Could be, or just reverse down, fill the gap. Could do a lot of things. I could, if I'm feeling bored, just enter in with one micro contract near the top, wait till it gets to the bottom. I can do that if I'm bored, essentially. I mean, you can technically just, I mean, it's such a small risk. Like, I actually don't mind doing that, but in my opinion, why? I mean, I already made my bamboo today. I'm actually okay with this, and if we get very clear price action from here, then maybe I'll feel more comfortable. But I don't feel comfortable at all. I feel like I can just pretty much tell you the market cycle, which is trading range. But other than that, it's hard for me to find entries. It's hard for me to really have a game plan here. Like if I went short at the top of the trading range, I can have like a 5-point stop loss, maybe half of the point, half of the risk, or half of the reward here could be my risk, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points around. So I could look for a 2.5 risk, which 1, 2, like it'll be up here somewhere. Like technically would have been safe. It's just tough to really trade, in my opinion. Reaching the bottom here of the trading range, what it seems like here. We're setting up another trap, but I don't like this trap as much because we're in a trading range and we're near the bottom of it, right? This trap here is nice because it's at the top of the trading range. This trap here is at the bottom of the trading range, which is vastly different. In fact, it just seems like it's bouncing off here. Let's see though. Like I said, only need 120 a day. Am I calculating that wrong? If I do it exactly or something? Or are you saying that you need 120 a day? I'm not sure. Pandas, we do have a promo. It's not as good as the 80% off, but it is 71% off. But I think the kicker is nice because you get 50% off resets. And so, in a sense, that's sometimes better than 80% off because depending on which account size you're using, the 50% off is actually, 50% off resets is better than 80% off the eval. Just take note. It looks like a triangle to me being formed. Second entry long triggers on the higher time frames. 10,000 tick chart higher. Higher low second entry long triggers. 5 minute, the second entry long triggers as well. But it looks like a trading range. So it doesn't mean like these setups don't mean as much to me when you're in chop. They don't. They almost become obsolete. The setups become obsolete in chop. Gotta stop in the chop.
$10,000 tick trap.
Should we jump to the Al Brooks Encyclopedia, see what Al Brooks has to say? Shall we? Your favorite time of day, pandas. Al Brooks Encyclopedia. Get ready for story time. Let's see what we got here. What is the situation today? It looks like a gap up and just choppiness. So let's see if we can find something along those lines. A gap up and just absolute chop. Was I muted? I'm sorry, pandas. I just told you all of life secrets while I was muted. I'm sorry, I cannot repeat it. My B, pandas, my B. Huge push down. 5-minute chart. Trap does trigger, but bouncing off the 20 EMA now. I just told you all the life secrets, pandas. I'm sorry. 10,000 tick chart. Basically the trap on the higher time frames. Really do trigger a nice push down. I think this could lead to a... I don't know. Could be a push down, fill the gap in trading range. Something like that. According to Albrook's encyclopedia. Terrible signal bar. Maybe a second entry short would be decent here. I wouldn't mind a second entry short here. Consider it. This looks like a genuine breakdown of this, right? This situation of this trading range. Goes back to the 20 May. Can we get a second entry short here, pandas? Is it possible? Will we be able to get a setup here? Who knows? NQ got fill the gap. It's good to know. Yeah, you guys missed the advice that was a secret to trading. You guys missed it. I'm sorry. I cannot repeat it. It's forbidden. Second edge is short maybe here. I might consider it. I don't like the fact it bounces off the 240 SMA. It's basically finding itself wedged between the 20 EMA and the 240 SMA. If you guys don't know why I have the 240 SMA, such a weird number, it's because it's the 20 EMA on, or it's the 20 SMA on the 1 hour chart. That's why I have it marked here. And oftentimes acts some sort of support or resistance. I'll take a second entry short. I'll take it on the micro still. Maybe if we get a nice signal bar. It's a push down. You're looking for one more push down here. I've seen oftentimes situations like this reverse, right? It's just a reversal. I may even trade the reversal. Right? I have to already be in the mindset of trading the reversal. This is a failed H2 setup. If you're looking at the encyclopedia, it's essentially what it is. This is why I'm looking for a short trade here because of the trap on the 5-minute. My 5-minute chart, you have fail second entry long, A, B, C, second entry long, and reverses. So we could have a decent push down still, in my opinion. If I can get our setup here, do I love it? Not really. I don't love it, pandas. Let me be clear here. I don't love it. I actually don't love it. Especially if it triggers like this, I need to at least come to the 20 MA with a decent signal bar. Right now it's pure chop. It's sitting on my pause. Most of the time, this leads to a nice pullback, but then ends up becoming trading range. Most of the time. Second entry short. Terrible looking signal bar currently. Inside bar on the 10K chart. Oh, this was tricky. Second edge is short, but it looks more like a triangle starting to form here now. Could be either or. But since we're trading micros, I don't mind taking and actually reversing the trade if it doesn't work out. Such an ugly signal bar. Oh, that is the ugliest of ugly signal bar. Sorry, I have some panda dignity still left in me. And I cannot just take it on this signal bar. That is too ugly for me. That's too ugly. I have the little dignity I have left. I cannot take this. I cannot take this trade. It's such an ugly looking signal bar. It's an inside bar as well. I would like it if it pops up and then down. I wouldn't mind that. I would like that. I prefer that actually. It breaks to the upside, right? Because it shows that it's a inside bar breakout failure and reversal with trend. I feel like that's a better setup. But right now, as it currently stands, I cannot take it with that signal bar. It's way too ugly. So we do break up to the upside, which I like. If we get a nice signal bar now, yeah. Oh, it's ugly. Everything. Oh, that is. Oh, that's ugly. That is horrendous. Should be illegal. Oh, it should be illegal. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. Ugly signal bar. Man, oh man, it's ugly signal bar. I still have some dignity left. I cannot take it on this signal bar. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be the one. The only setup we might get. But I'm okay because I'm going to stick to the planned pandas. And that's just an ugly... Signal bar is so ugly. Like, usually, I don't really mind the signal bar if it's ugly. But this, closing above the 20 EMA and bull bar as well. I can't get myself to do it. How did Patrick lose his dignity? What? Am I missing something? He lost it a long time ago. He sold out. When he stopped trading for real, he sold out. He sold out to the machine called YouTube. Called Clout. Ooh, see, this is why I didn't take the trade. And I'm glad I didn't, because this is looking ugly. Do I like the trap trade here? I don't. I don't like the trap trade here either. It's a micro double top. I don't know, Panis. Okay, micro double top. Still looking ugly. Ooh! This is getting weird. This is getting weird. Not gonna lie, this is getting kind of weird. Sounds like a children's book. Patrick loses his dignity. Wow, that's a sad children's book. What's another word that rhymes with dignity? And it would turn the children's book into a very different book.
Trap.
Patrick loses his something, I don't know. Ah, yes, most 7. His infinity. That makes sense. Patrick loses his infinity. That would be a great book. It'd become like a sci-fi book. Instead of like a children's book, it'd become like a sci-fi book. Trap does trigger here. That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, this trap looks like it's about to fail. And we're printing another inside bar on the 5-minute chart. Golly, what in the world? I'll try. I'll try, pandas. I don't like it, but I'll try it. Inside bar break. Okay, I wanted the inside bar setup with trend. Bring it to the downside, right? The inside OII pattern breaks to the downside. You put your stop loss up here, and you just hold a 1-to-1 risk reward. But I tried to enter, but it kind of went without me, so I'm just gonna let it be. I think that's it. I think that's it, pandas. That's it for today. It's honestly got a little bit confusing. I honestly think we probably fill the gap here, get close to it, and then come back up and create a trading range in this area, basically near the open. That's what I feel like is going to happen the rest of the day, according to Al Brooks' Encyclopedia. So, take it as you will, whatever that means to you. But I think we made some bamboo today, pandas. And our trade we were very patient for the trade. And we finally got it. Really patient for that trade. Really, really patient for this fail second entry long right here. I'm glad we waited, right? Double top to the bottom of the trading range. I think it was a good setup to wait for, and it worked out nicely. So pandas, sad news. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I have some stuff I gotta do, but I'll be back on Wednesday, and so hopefully you guys trade well tomorrow, and yeah, stay safe, trade safe, and I'll see you guys bright and early on Wednesday, 9:15 at the mainstream, 9 o'clock for a pre-market show. Hope to see everyone there. Thanks for a great time, pandas, and I'll see you guys then. As always, happy trading, God bless. Bye.